Why don't you believe that white privilege exists? I just want to get your understanding first, and then we could go from there.
Well, let's just, is there anything that you can't do that I can do?
No, we could do the same things if we put our minds to it.
Good. Then there's no white privilege. How do black people not have access to a better life in America? What's preventing them?
What's preventing black people
Yes.
from having a better life in America?
Yes. What's preventing them?
Police, the government.
Hold on. No.
universities.
Police.
The
How many
United States president,
unarmed black
Donald
men
Trump.
die? How many
Donald
unarmed
Trump.
how many unarmed black men die from the hands of police every year?
The unarmed
Nationally.
black? Are you
Yes.
serious?
How many?
Charlie Kirk, we're talking about something that
How
I didn't
many?
come up here to
No,
talk
you
to
just said
about.
police. How many unarmed
did.
black men die at the hands of police every year?
Did I say that is the reason
You
why
just
we're
said
prohibited?
police.
Policing is an issue.
How?
Our
You're right.
police is
We don't have
militarized.
enough police
normal
on the streets of black
The
neighborhoods.
police department is way more funded than our normal
What
libraries.
is the number one cause of black death in Chicago?
Are you serious?
Other blacks killing blacks.
Are y'all saying other blacks?
Yes.
Other blacks?
Is killing them.
Who is killing African Americans?
Yes.
People are killing people.
No. What race is killing them?
Why are y'all trying to act like African Americans are just solely murdered? People are killing people.
No. What
That's a real
race is
problem
killing?
that we
Is it
have.
white people killing blacks or blacks killing
People
blacks?
are killing people, Charlie.
Okay, but hold on. I want you to tell me, why is it that black Americans are 13% of the population yet they commit 55% of the murders?
Where can you show me that?
Again, it's FBI statistics. It's well known.
What up? Charlie Kirk once said that he said to a little black kid or little black kids, you can do whatever I can do, so there's no such thing as privilege. And I just want to tackle this shit because too many racist people act like there's no privilege, or some people are just ignorant. Let's say me and Charlie are the exact same people. Like we basically the same in sexual market value, right? Everything the same. Or I could even have more, right? When we go on a dating, let's just say we go on a dating app. Women by default are going to assume that Charlie's the businessman and he's the one I should have kids by. I don't have to worry about being a single mother, etc., etc. By default, they're going to think that I'm the thug, or I'm going to be the deadbeat, or I don't have any money and all these other things. So 9 times out of 10, a woman's going to choose that guy, even if I look better, got money, more money, whatever, for the simple fact that he has a perception around him that he's this great father, he's this great businessman, etc., etc., because of his race. And I have the perception of drug dealer, leave you alone if you have kids by him, etc., broke, etc., etc. That's privilege. Why? Because you have a way better chance of starting a family than me. I'm pretty sure most men want a family one day, right? It's easier for you. That's privilege. Now let's flip it to business-wise. If me and Charlie both opened a business and we went to some contractors and try to get contracts, you're trying to tell me that 9 times out of 10, unless they know who I am, they're going to hire me before they would hire Charlie? You're full of it. And you know it. That's privilege. Why? Or let's just say this, not just a contract. Let's just say we open a business in general, right by each other, selling the same stuff. You're trying to convince me that all the other races, maybe even black too, but all the other races are going to come to me over him? No. It's the same thing with the contract thing. Why is this? Because there's a stereotype or perception that I don't know what I'm doing, I'm stupid, I'm this, I'm that. And his perception is he's this great white guy that is so smart and so businesslike and all this and all that. So they're going to go to him. That's privilege. You can open a business and win by default just because of who you are, and I can open a business and lose by default just because of who I am. No way around it. No way around it. We doing the same thing. Ain't that what Charlie said? You can do what I can do. There's no such thing as privilege. See, this is why I can't respect it, because it's a lie. They know it. I know it. The whole world know it. And I don't really care. Another thing. Let's just say me and Charlie both sell drugs. right? Let's just say we both sell drugs. He get caught, he get less time than me, 9 times out of 10. And to further that, the cop might not even look his way. So he doesn't get caught. And the cop assumes by default that I am selling drugs. We got the same car, same everything. And this is part of the reason why, that little blacks commit more crimes than everybody BS that they like to throw out there. That's why that happens. That's privilege. You could be selling drugs like a motherfucker and they ain't going to bat an eye because of what you look like. Just like the females think that you're this business great male father, so do the cops. They're going to assume by default that I'm not. I'm just drug dealer, I'm this, I'm that. So they're going to be watching me way more than you, but we both sell drugs. Right? If we both sell drugs, I don't, just in case feds are watching. Well, you already know that, so I ain't got to say that. Right? That's privilege. We both selling drugs to survive or whatever. That's privilege. And now I know some people are going to say, well, blacks bring this on themselves. Because I'm going to tackle everything. You might be right to a certain extent. But you also got to remember that that can't be completely right. Because you got little white kids shooting up schools. You got white men going to other countries stealing oil and killing everybody for oil and shit. Bringing boatloads of drugs and guns to all the communities, which makes you the biggest kingpin out of all black drug dealers that you ever want to name. Right? But guess what? Everybody's still around you. Everybody still love you. Everybody still say that you're this great person. They don't say you this N-word, this and that, and bad guy and this and that. That's privilege. You can do whatever you want and people are still going to look at you as this great business white guy. I can't do whatever I want. I could do nothing at all and still get looked at as this bad, dirty, N-word black thug. That's privilege. Because my record might be completely clean and you done shot up a school or you done committed all these crimes. But yet you still are looked at better than me. That's privilege. That's privilege, man. And as far as the who commits the most crimes and murders bullshit, that shit, for one, do you got a calculator? Are you God watching every single person that commits crimes? I don't think you are. Just because someone doesn't get committed or evicted, or should I say, just because someone doesn't get convicted of a crime, don't mean they're not committing it. AKA the people who bring the drugs in the country and the guns in the country, go over and steal and kill for oil and say it's war. That's crime. You're killing people. Putting poison in people's food, that's crime. You're killing people. Nobody says nothing about them, though. These people are clearly committing the most crimes in the world. But yet and still, they're not looked at as that. They're looked at as these great men. And you're looked at as this black criminal thug murderer because you're on the street corner. But yet they're doing it globally. That's privilege. That's privilege, people. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this up for now. You know what I mean? And I didn't touch every angle, so nobody can come on here and say, well, you're doing this and that. That's what black people do. I already pointed out that you do it. What's your excuse? See, you can't get past this privilege thing. A lot of them just don't want to admit it because you got black people like me doing better than them in life, or they just simply failed in life. So by them admitting that I had the upper hand and I still failed in life, they're admitting that they're an extra failure. And they don't want to do that. I'm not saying that their life is easy just because of what they look like. No, but everything I said in this video is valid. You had the upper hand. It's on you. Just like you say to me, nobody's holding you back. Well, nobody clearly ain't holding you back. What's your excuse? Because all the cards is in your hands. And personally, I don't care about their privilege card or their privilege because I got God. You know what I mean? That's the best privilege card. And neither should you. All you got to do is do your best and give your best. And the Most High is going to give you those contracts and stuff that they try to hide from you and all this other stuff. They can't stop you. You just got to work harder at it. And for them to act like it doesn't exist is where I have a problem. Because they know clearly it does exist, and so does he. He was lying through his teeth to little ass kids. It's wrong. It's not right. And all the racist people who like to comment and stuff, they're lying through their teeth too. They just don't want to admit it because they still failed in life. Oh, black people don't deserve nothing from slavery. Well, these tax people don't deserve our tax money, but they're getting it, ain't they? Same people killing everybody, they still getting that tax money, ain't they? They don't deserve it. Nobody said Charlie had to pay for it. How come these elite can't pay for it? They're the ones that's been stealing from everybody this whole time. But we know why Charlie don't think they got to pay anything. It is what it is, man. Like I said, privilege does exist, but I don't give a fuck about it because it's not going to stop me. But I'm going to point it out. I'm going to keep pointing it out. The more they try to act like it doesn't exist, the more I'm going to point out valid points that it does exist. And they can use any tactic they want about blacks killing and all that, and I got you. Because everything you could say about black people doing something wrong, you're doing it wrong. So what's the difference? How you still looked at as this great man, and I'm still looked at as this bad black guy. We all guilty of the same stuff. Catch you on the next one, man. Until then, melanin is special. Understand that. You're special. All people are special. You know, and don't let that privilege stop you. Just know it exists so you know what you're up against. You understand? It's not about asking them for privilege because you're not going to get that. That's how they rule the world, through race, money, and war, and gender. So that they're going to keep that there. It's not even entirely so-called white race fault why it's there. But to deny it, that's where I have an issue. I'm not blaming them for it because I know who put it there. It's the elites. That's how they rule over us. But to deny that it doesn't exist, I can't respect people like that because you're lying through your teeth. But anyway, stay strong, stay sharp. You got this, man. You don't need a privilege. You got God. That's your privilege card. That's your privilege card, man. The Most High. You don't need these people. When I say these people, these elite, you don't need their privilege and all this and all that. And you don't need to be fighting with racist people who are clearly lying through their teeth. Let them keep lying. And you keep shining, you keep winning. Just know what you're up against. Just know if you try to get this business, right, you're going to have to probably prove somehow, some way that your work is satisfied and certified over them. You're going to have to somehow. Now, if a person knows who I am, I'm not saying that, well, they're going to say, well, nah, because he's black. Nah, they know who I am. The problem is the world has put a stamp on people like me. So by default, they're going to go, let me go over here. They might not even be racist. They might just say, hey, nah, I don't know about that Twan and his group. I don't know if they can build this house. Let me go over here. That's still privilege, though. Same thing with a female. She might not be racist. She might be like, I don't know, man. I think Twan, good looking guy. He look better than this guy. But I'm going to stick with my own race or whatever because I just think it's a safer choice. Still a privilege. Because you get to have a girl, you get to have kids and stuff like that. That's privilege. Period. When you look at it through a lens, whenever you could be this wrong guy and I could be this great guy, but you're looked at as the great guy and I'm looked at as the wrong guy, that's privilege, man. And don't even get me started on the female. It's not as bad. But they have privilege too, the other females don't too. Just like they can be angry women and do the same stuff black women do, but yet it's only black women that's angry. It's only black women that wear fake hair. It's only black women this. It's only black women that. But all races of women do it. It's just that they're not looked at the same as the black woman is. This is facts. It's facts, man. It's not hating on them. It's not their fault. They didn't create this world. But when you act like it doesn't exist, you're creating the world that is created by these other people to be racist. You're creating that world to exist even more by denying it And some of them know it, and some of them ignorantly don't know it. So for the ones who ignorantly don't know it, I'm talking to you. For the ones who do know it, I ain't got no words for you because you already know what time it is, but you're just playing dumb. But yet and still, you're so much smarter than me. It's amazing how a group of people always hop on the internet and say their little slick racist comments of, I'm smarter than you, or you're dumb, basically, right? You're dumb, basically. But when it comes to this privilege stuff, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Wait a minute, genius. I thought you were so smart. You can't dissect what I'm talking about? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You're not fooling a guy like me. I'm sober. I'm sharp. Sober and sharp. You're not fooling me with the little racist tactics. I can feel people's energy, all that. But anyways, man, I don't hate anyone. Even if they hate me, I just know what it is. And you're not going to stop me. And I'm not asking for your privilege card, but I'm going to expose it because it needs to be exposed. So people like me know what they're up against, which means they got to be sharper. Oh shit, I got to be on point for this interview. Or every job I get, I got to make sure I do everything right. So when I go to the next step, they already know I'm certified. They can't disqualify me because I'm black. You see what I'm saying? So everything like Biggie Smalls said. Like Biggie Smalls and Jay-Z said, treat everything like your first project. Because as a black person, you don't have no room for error. So it's not about you asking for their privilege card or asking for anything from them. It's you knowing what you're up against. And once you know what you're up against, I can't fuck up. I got to be completely sober. I can't be sleeping around women. Everything got to be sharp and on point as a black man for me to succeed. There's no room for error. So I got to get rid of all this fake friends, all this shit. Once you know what you're up against, then you start thinking this way. I can't buy that car right now. I got to get this generational wealth up. That's another thing. Charlie can go to a community and apply for a loan, or should I say apply for a loan in a certain community and get it. And T.I., who got way more money than him, they don't want to sell him the house or they don't want to give him the loan. So T.I. said, all right, fuck it, I'll just buy the house. I'll just buy it cash. Y'all don't want to give me the loan. We know why. T.I. got way more money than Charlie. That's privilege, man. I'm done talking about it. They never will admit it because some of them are just simply racist, man. Why would they admit it? If you're a racist person, you're not going to admit everything I'm saying on this video. You're going to play dumb. Period. But as long as y'all know what y'all up against, man, that's all I made this video for. I just want people to know what you're up against, man, so you'll be on point at all angles. Get rid of everything that you need to get rid of out your life because there's no room for error as a black man, dog. No room. None. Zero. Not if you want to be great. There's no room for error, dog. Every step got to be calculated, like Pac said. I calculated from this to this. Every step got to be calculated. Every move you make. You athletes, you dealing with these women, don't delete none of these texts and stuff. Shit, you got enough money to make them write contracts. Sign this contract before you come in my room. Every step got to be calculated. As a black person. I'm not saying they don't got to calculate their steps, but you definitely got to. You have no room for error. They got room for error. You don't. None. Zero. Catch you on the next one.